Memorial Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Terrapins head coach told me before the game, he told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Maryland's offense who will have the football first. And now here comes Malik Washington. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Headed to the edge, it's Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Back to throw, it's Washington. Oh, pressure's coming. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly complete. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Trojans offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Onto the field for the first time is Waymond Jordan. What a game he had in their last win. More than 200 yards and 4 trips to the end zone. Hits inside, it's Jordan. He's got the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Right side, it's Bowman. At the 40, there he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Got enough for the first down. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Trying to run, it's Jordan. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here.
He's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Trojans!
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snags it quickly on the left, and he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Turns it upfield, and he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Moves the pocket. It's Washington. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary. The big tight end catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Turning it on! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Left side is Webb. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, buddy.
Man, I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He's not going anywhere, nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Running inside, it's Jordan. Finds some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might as well run him again. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Burrowing for yardage. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. You want to talk about changing field position. A huge play takes it down to the 37.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Straight ahead, it's Miller. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Right at the line. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Washington. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Snap on first down, wants to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Got him on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
Dropping back, it's Washington. They're all over him. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
Rush right in his face. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Webb. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick give. It's Jordan. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Holds on, it's Anderson. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Tough run here. It's Miller. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Man, this team's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give is to Williams. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 10 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's Kansas State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. This has been a concern all along, going to the West Coast with a time zone change for all of these players. But he says his team is going to handle the second half much better. They talked about some simple plans to execute, change things. He refuses to blame it on the time zone change. He said, we just have to wake up and do our jobs. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
From the gun, it's Jordan. Enough to move the chains. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Mayava. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Miller. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
Makes the catch it. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. A great catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Terrapins! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here at the Trojan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him.
Turning on the Jets. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run, and now a lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under pressure. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Finds his big tight end. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in a slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The run inside. It's Jordan. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Just feeds the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes a catch, and he will score! Touchdown, USC! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
On the Maryland sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Look out! He's sacked! This defense all over him!
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Drops back. It's Washington. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws it deep. It's caught. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Running the red zone, it's Williams. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to squeak through the pile. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Quick catch. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the USC sideline. There is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The give as they work on that clock. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They're going to ride this running back. Fights off a defender. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Drops back on 1st down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeps it moving, it's Jordan. Turning it on! He's at the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Jordan. And he's in! Touchdown, Southern Cal! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, checking in from the Terrapin sideline. That quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Terrapins! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and, David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one